Welcome back, and if you don't know, my name's Eli Samuel, and this show is all about discovering local creative projects and businesses in your city, and I'm getting to know the people that are behind them. Today we have with us Richard Mendoza. He's a local musician out here in Texas, and check this out, he's involved in not just one, but 3 different projects, and he works full-time. Absolute legend. Today we're focusing on his solo project called Ivvas, and we're gonna hear him perform in the show a little bit later. It's gonna be a special one. Come on, let's go meet him. Welcome.
Hey,
Thanks so much for coming on the show.
thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Tell me a little bit about you.
So my name is Richard. I am from El Paso, Texas. I moved here to Austin about 8 years ago, and I've been a musician for about over 20 years. And my sister, who moved here about 25 years ago, has been pestering me for about that long to come out here, and so here I am. You know, the scene was really happening when I moved here, and once COVID hit, it kind of died down quite significantly. But the thing is that where one door closes, another one opened, and there was a window of opportunity, and I decided to take it, and I've been firing on all cylinders ever since.
You have 3 different projects, right?
The project that I'll be showcasing today is my solo stuff, and it's for a project by the name of Ivvas. And that one is just,
I hope I got that right.
it's all good, it's all good.
I think I got that right. Sure.
It's kind of like how Dracula refers to himself in the past tense, you know, when I was a young boy, you know, so I kind of think of it that way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you a fan?
Huh?
Are you a fan?
Dracula, you know what, I love the story. I really enjoy it. You know, there's a few movies that came out, Bram Stoker's Dracula with, oh my God, I'm losing the name, but he played Commissioner Gordon in the Christian Bale Batmans. So him, and I don't know his name right now, and somebody out there would be like, oh my God. But he's quite fantastic. He played a fantastic Dracula, so that's one of my favorites. But yeah, I just appreciate a good story.
Is that where the name came from as well?
It's actually a Latin phrase. It's actually an acronym. So, in vino veritas amorum et spem. In wine there is truth, love, hope.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that.
So that's where the name comes from. To play on the old traditional phrase vino veritas, you know, where wine comes to truth and so on and so forth. And then I just added a couple more, and it's like, wow, that spells out something, and it sounds interesting. You know, and I'm just gonna keep that and roll with it.
Who would you say are your heroes and inspirations?
I'm not so fond of the term heroes because I feel like it puts somebody at such a high pedestal that they can do no wrong, and if somebody were to classify me as that, I'd almost feel uncomfortable. So I don't like to use the term hero. I like to use the term teacher. And so I look at teachers. The person that got me to playing guitar in the first place is a flamenco guitarist by the name of Otmar Liebert. And so he's the reason why I play guitar in the first place. And then as my taste began to evolve, you know, I mean, as a kid, I've been listening to Michael Jackson ever since I was a child. I was also listening to Garth Brooks as well. So many different genres already in my upbringing from that household. And then as I got into more rock and roll heavy metal, I got into bands like Celtic Frost. Tom G. Warrior is the name that is synonymous with that. And just watching interviews with him, he is someone that I feel is very wise beyond his years. And another band that I listen to is called Wasp. Main man is Blackie Lawless. And you know, he said something that has hung with me for forever. He says that people listen with their eyes and not their ears. And when you see things, when you try to put product out there, you know, you try to say a lot, but people can only register so much. But when you show them something, it registers a lot more. And then that's when people can start to see the message. So that makes a lot of sense to me. And then Ishan, a band called Emperor, the lead singer of that band, which broke up, and then he ended up forming his own thing. And I think he's just a musical genius. You know, I could go on and on with all that stuff, but those are the ones in a nutshell.
What do you enjoy working on the most?
I love the process of songwriting. You know, I mean, I say I'm a musician and things of that sort, but I'm a songwriter and a musician by trade. That is probably what I enjoy the most out of all my projects. And the other projects I work on are, I'm a bassist for a rock band called Dizzy Bangers. I enjoy working with them because for me, I'm not in control of very much. I just contribute music. And the 2 guys that I play with, you know, they're my rock and roll brothers, you know, but the thing is that I can kind of sit back and not be so vocal about everything, you know, like I have a handle on everything else, you know, I just kind of sit back and just let things unfold as they're supposed to. And it's a really nice process. And then the other project I'm in is called the Axle Age, which is more of a symphonic kind of cinematic metal thing.
I'm a pretty big metal fan, so I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, well, I have a song out there, and I have a song out there on Spotify. We just released it earlier this year. and I do lyrics and vocals for that, so I'm really excited about that. Working on an EP for that. Hopefully it'll be out this year or next. We'll see.
In your career as a creative, what would you say has been your biggest challenge?
The discipline to see things through. That's been my biggest challenge.
So this is like my inside scoop question.
Okay.
It's like, what is something you enjoy doing outside of your creativity?
Something I am doing outside of my creativity, man, I really love martial arts.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a huge fan of martial arts.
Like Taekwondo or?
You know what? I've really been digging into the stories of Bruce Lee and Ip Man lately, and just learning about that style of Wing Chun. And I've just really been interested in learning a little bit more about that. I actually used to do martial arts when I was a child. I did that for 3 years, ended up obtaining a black belt in that.
Hey.
And so, you know, as the years have gone on, you know, I was a child when I did that, and I left martial arts because workload became big when it came to school, and I wasn't very good at doing multiple things at once.
Yeah.
But I always loved the discipline, the philosophy behind martial arts. That is something that always got to me. I love doing billiards as well. You know, playing pool is something that I've always enjoyed doing on the side. That's always been fun. Every once in a while I like swimming. Every once in a while I like hiking. Very Austin type things, you know, very Austin-y stuff.
So I don't want to keep you very much longer because I know you're going to go perform. Is there anything extra that you want to like tell us about this particular project?
This particular project, starting off as an acoustic singer-songwriter, but I do have every intention of turning it into more of a full band. And there's a lot of genres that I want to explore with this project. A lot of Renaissance medieval styles that I want to do, and there's a lot of folk styles into this, a lot of classical flamenco styles that I want to put into this. You know, the Dizzy Bangers is rock, the Axel Age is more metal. This here is basically everything else that I want to incorporate into it. So this is basically the beginning stages of everything that I want to take it to.
Where can people find you online?
If you want to find me on Instagram, basically just go on Google, type in Ivvas BAND, Ivvas Band, and you'll find me on Instagram, Facebook. You'll find me basically everywhere. I'm on Spotify, I'm on Apple Music, on Bandcamp. I mean, anywhere there's music to be found, you'll most likely find me.
Well, I'm excited to see you perform.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Let's get out there.
I'm ready, let's do it. Let's go. All right, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Once upon a fabled time under stars shining light, laid upon a bed of sheets now forgotten by his kin. Sentimental stars of parasite shining through him. A melody I laid upon your canvas. Inside a frame of golden embers of love. Give me a sign of your decor. I can rest enough within my soul. Through the whispers of the night, ever-flowing care of shining radiance before me. Kissed to get you welcoming eyes, unwavering thoughts that were all I'd ever known. Light in the darkness of my life. Life all night with the song. I was taken within nothingness of this world. Captured by such lost and
lonely, yeah. Wrapped up that heart and paid unkind. Wanting not to recline, I shall raise my head to the stars above. Take me alive, you won't take me alive, don't take me alive tonight.